Welcome to the Empowerment 888 channel. Unlocking your intuition, how to know what your soul is telling you, the silent guide within. What if your greatest guide wasn't a person, book, or algorithm, but your own soul whispering from within? Every day you make decisions. Some feel aligned, others feel like missteps. But deep down, there's a voice, quiet but powerful, that always knows the truth. The question is, have you learned how to listen? Intuition is not a myth or mystery. It's a real instinctive intelligence designed to protect, guide, and awaken you. Yet most people ignore it. Today, we're diving deep into how you can unlock that sixth sense and let your soul lead the way. Your future depends on it. This isn't about becoming someone new. It's about returning to who you were before the world told you not to trust yourself. This is your wake-up call to finally hear what's been buried beneath all the noise, the mysterious pulse of intuition. Have you ever had a gut feeling that turned out to be true? That wasn't coincidence, it was your intuition reaching out. Intuition is that eerie, almost magical inner voice that knows before your logic catches up. It's ancient, instinctive, survival-based. It whispers in warning, screams in crisis, and nudges in silence. The thrill lies in knowing that you're already wired with this superpower. You just haven't fully activated it yet. Learning to hear it is like tuning an invisible radio. Once it's clear, the messages become impossible to ignore. And that's when life changes. The moment you recognize that intuitive pull, your reality begins to shift. You don't chase answers anymore. They start finding you. Why logic is loud, but intuition is wise. Logic screams, intuition whispers. Which one are you really listening to? Society trains us to value facts, data, and reasoning. But your soul doesn't speak in spreadsheets, it speaks in energy. While logic wants a map, intuition gives you a compass. One tells you where others have gone, the other guides you where you're meant to go. That's why sometimes a decision that makes no sense feels absolutely right. It's your soul bypassing fear and aligning with truth. In a noisy world, the quietest signals often hold the deepest wisdom. And when you finally act on them, the synchronicities begin to flood in like divine breadcrumbs. The universe isn't random, it's responsive. The science behind the soul's voice. This isn't just spiritual fluff. There's hard science behind your intuitive mind. The gut-brain axis is a real thing, connecting your enteric nervous system with your emotions. The heart sends more signals to the brain than the brain does to the heart. Your body stores wisdom, emotions, memories, patterns, and speaks through sensation. That flutter in your chest, that knot in your stomach, they're data, internal alerts. Ignore them and you walk blind. Trust them and you step into divine timing. When science meets soul, intuition becomes undeniable. And the more you study it, the clearer it becomes. Your biology is built for intuitive survival. You're literally designed to feel your truth before you understand it. The high cost of ignoring your intuition. Every time you ignored that nagging feeling, didn't it come back to haunt you? Whether it was staying in a toxic relationship, accepting the wrong job, or trusting the wrong person, your soul tried to warn you, but the world taught you to override it, to be polite, rational, reasonable, and you paid the price in regret. Intuition doesn't shout because it doesn't compete. It simply watches. When ignored long enough, it stops guiding altogether. The most dangerous silence isn't external. It's when your soul stops speaking. You can't afford to let that happen again. You're not being punished by life, you're being redirected. And every misstep you regret started with a warning you silenced. Signs. Your intuition is trying to speak. Your intuition doesn't speak in words, it speaks in patterns, synchronicities, and sensations. Have you ever seen the same number over and over? Felt drained around certain people for no reason? Had dreams that eerily predicted real-life events? These aren't coincidences. They're breadcrumbs from your higher self. When something feels off, don't ignore it. Explore it. When you feel a sudden surge of energy, follow it. Your intuition is a master communicator. The question is, are you fluent in its language? Start decoding its signals and watch how the universe responds. You'll begin to realize that life isn't chaotic, it's coded, and your soul holds the key to decoding it. The inner saboteur, doubt, fear, and second-guessing. Right after intuition speaks, another voice rises. Doubt. That can't be right. What if I'm wrong? I'm probably just being emotional. Sound familiar? Fear masquerades as logic, convincing you to second-guess your deepest knowing. That's your ego, terrified of uncertainty. But here's the truth. Doubt never saved a soul. It only delays destiny. The longer you hesitate, the further you drift from alignment. The mind fears what the soul already knows is safe. Trusting your intuition isn't reckless, it's revolutionary. You were born to be guided from within, not imprisoned by fear. The moment you choose faith over fear, you reclaim your power. That choice will change everything. Strengthening your intuition, like a muscle. Intuition isn't a gift for a chosen few. It's a skill you can build daily. Like a muscle, it strengthens with use. Start by creating silence. Meditate, disconnect, breathe. Pay attention to gut reactions before logic kicks in. Keep an intuitive journal where you write down feelings, signs, and how they play out. The more you acknowledge your soul's whispers, the louder they become. Intuition thrives in presence, not pressure. Build the habit, and you'll start recognizing the voice of your higher self in everyday decisions. You'll trust yourself in ways you never imagined. Eventually, that inner voice becomes louder than any outside noise, and that's when true freedom begins. The role of energy and vibration. Your intuition is powered by your energetic frequency. When you raise it, you hear clearer. Low vibrations, fear, anger, shame, distort the signal. High vibrations, love, gratitude, peace, amplify it. That's why intuitive people often focus on inner peace. They know clarity lives beyond chaos. Clean your energy by letting go of toxic people, habits, and environments. Eat clean. Move your body. Forgive. Your soul needs a clear vessel to speak through. Think of your intuition like a radio station. When the static clears, the message finally gets through. Tune in to your soul's frequency. When your vibe rises, so does your clarity, and the path ahead practically reveals itself. Intuition versus impulse. Knowing the difference. Not every strong feeling is intuition. Some are just emotional reactions in disguise. How can you tell the difference? Intuition feels calm but clear. It's a knowing, not a panicked plea. Impulse demands action now. Intuition invites reflection. One is rooted in fear, the other in alignment. When you get a sudden idea, sit with it. Ask your heart, is this my truth or my trauma? The answer will rise in silence. True intuition leads to peace, even when the choice is hard. Trust that feeling. It's your soul's compass pointing true north. Your soul doesn't rush, it resonates. And that resonance is your greatest guide. When you follow intuition, life opens doors. Your intuition is the fastest path to purpose because it always knows the way. The universe responds to aligned energy. When you follow intuitive nudges, you'll notice things click. The right people appear, opportunities flow, synchronicities multiply. You begin to walk the path meant for you, not the one others chose. You don't need approval when you have alignment. Following intuition won't always make sense, but it will always feel right. And once you taste that inner clarity, you'll never go back to noise. This is the divine design, and it's calling you home. Once you walk through that intuitive door, you'll realize it wasn't random, it was destined. Your soul knows the way. Do you trust it? You were born with a guide more powerful than any guru or guidebook, your intuition. Every step you take toward understanding it brings you closer to your purpose, your peace, and your power. Don't ignore the voice inside that's been waiting for you to listen. Start honoring it, start trusting it, and you'll unlock a life designed by your soul, not your fear. Thank you for watching. If you found this content helpful, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss out on future videos. Stay tuned for more insightful content.